Awesome, and we are live.
Hello,
Oh,
hello. Hey, it's
awesome,
awesome to be
awesome.
here, man.
How are you guys? All right. Today we are very, very excited, right, to have our dear guest and also my good friend Lenney Leong. Awesome. All
Awesome,
right.
man.
So Lenney is somebody that I really look up to, or even though he's like much younger than me. All right. So Lenney, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself so that our audience will get to know you better?
Okay, so you mentioned much younger, right? So to let audience know, maybe some of you can guess lah. I mean, you can just write in the comments. How old do you think I am first? But my age this year is 20. I'm 24 this year lah. Yeah, so I'm 24 this year, and for me, but the thing is that I've been doing digital marketing for the past 6 years.
Wow.
I've been doing this, for the past 6 years, and I think it's really related to my passion, which is creating content, putting message out there, and end of the day is to be able to see the transformation impact on the people that we bring in. Has always been the thing that I'm very, very passionate about. And I love creating content. So that's me. I just love, Jordan, the idea of being on internet, it really excites me. It's like you put your stuff on the internet and people just get to watch it. People get to buy your stuff. And I remember 10 years ago, right, that the first time I was so excited is when I got my first purchase, which is something that really blew my mind. It's like, hey, I can make money on the internet. Then I went to my dad, right, and I said that, oh my God, Dad, I made money online. And you know what's the first thing he replied me?
What's the first thing?
Cannot be lah. Don't be so stupid lah. It's not possible.
That was how many years ago? That was how many years ago?
That was 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
12 years ago when I was 12 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was the time I tell myself, I am able to make money on the internet, and this internet is a world full of possibilities. And I will be the one that ride on this wave, and I will make it my full time or whatsoever. I have been very determined since 12 years ago already.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. A lot of people at your age, they are still very, very lost. You are somebody that I feel is somebody that's very, very special. At your age, right, you are like so mature and you already know what you want. So how do you like discover your passion, at a young age?
Yeah, so something that I think that passion comes from doing things that you like. However, when I first started, I like the internet, but I was very focused on video. You see, I came from a film school as well. Yeah. And had I gone to the full passion route, right, I will still be a filmmaker. I was on very funny stories. Like I was on movie sets like Netflix. I was on movie sets like like the TV shows, all these. I was actually helping out as a crew. But then the turning point came is when my ex, one of my very, very first teacher and then subsequent mentors, right, actually taught me on how that going with what you like passion all the way in without a direction or strategy is wrong.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
So he slapped me out of my reality. He said that, if you're still going to be a video guy, you're still going to be a video person, you're still going to be someone who, just carry on to shoot videos, you are not going to make it work, for example, to where I want to be, because the big person I want to be is someone who can spread my impact, spread my message to the world. And if I'm just a guy who take video, I wouldn't be able to hit that, you see. So yeah. I think that is a very good mix of passion plus reality check.
Wow.
Yeah. So from there on, I realized that, hey, I need to be able to monetize this, make some money, while at the same time being able to enjoy what I do. Then I found out that, hey, actually I can mix the art of digital marketing along with content creation to get to where I am today.
I see. So that's how you discover about digital marketing, am I right?
Yeah, that's how I discovered about digital marketing. Thanks to a few mentors when I first initially started in my journey. I learned about copywriting, I learned about digital marketing, and the most important skill set that I learned that I think is very applicable in any, as a business owner context, is sales. I think this is a life transformation skills that anyone needs to learn. Either copywriting or sales is so important because the way that the moment you understand how to sell to someone, you can either, is it selling to consumers or selling to corporate level, it's just how can you convince someone to buy into your idea? You know what I mean? Yeah, which is so mind-blowing. Yeah.
All right. So the few skills that you mentioned are also high income skills, right? These are skill sets that really will add value, all right, not just to yourself but also to the business community.
Of course, high income skill set is so important. I can't emphasize how important it is to have a high income skill set, because when you know how you can I would say high income skill set is really how much value can you bring to this world.
Yeah.
How much value can you bring in this world, and how much people are willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
So if you go and ask 10 of my clients right now, hey, do I want to pay Lenney X amount? Does he deserve to be paid? I'll tell you 10 will say yes.
Yeah. The more value that you create, right, the more money you make as well, right? So
yeah, so that is absolutely true. I would say, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So once again, congratulations, right, on winning your 2 Comma Club Award.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm also like super proud of you. I saw the video, right, 1 year ago. You actually said that, you know, next year I'm coming back to the stage to win this 2 Comma Club Award. And that video, right, is actually very, very impactful. You know, when I watched that video, wow, my hair stand. Wow, I really.
Thanks. Shall we show the video to the community so they can get to see this video? So without further ado, just let me show this video.
1 year ago, he mentioned that he will want to win the 2 Comma Club Award, and then he.
So I'm now here at Funnel Hacking Live 2020, and next year I'll be back here with 2 Comma Club. Just watch me, and I'll be here showing you next year, holding a ring 2021. Yeah, see you.
Awesome.
And yeah, at that time I was only 22 years old. And I told myself, it's like, I want 2 Comma Club, but how do I generate 1 million revenue? God.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, right, the 2 Comma Club Award is actually given by Russell Brunson from Clickfunnels. It's actually to recognize marketers, right, that actually clock in at least 1 million USD of revenue into one single funnel. Am I right?
Yes, that is right. 1 million USD. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, so that's like the Oscar Award for our digital marketing industry.
Yeah, so I'm very grateful that I've done it, but I could have done it with my team. Yeah, so yeah.
I love it. So can you share with us a little bit more about your 2 Comma Club journey so that our audience, we can all learn from you?
I think the 2 Comma Club journey begins with my very first client. It's always the thought that it is impossible, all the way from the start, it is impossible to get your first sale. And I just tell myself, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to do it. And I got my first sale. After getting my first sale, then you think that, you know, it's impossible to get your, maybe say 100 clients or whatever. But as long as you stay consistent, as long as you keep on going, right, and you keep thinking about the vision ahead, then it is very possible for you to hit what you want. So like my mentor, one of my mentor, Alvin Poe, right? Yeah. Okay, so basically for the viewers who are watching now, Alvin Poe is my mentor. He sold his company for $30 million. And I asked him, how do you do it? He says it's very important to have a vision. Yeah. Understand where you want to go in the next 1 to 2 years. So as you guys see, I told myself in the video, I'll be back with 2 Comma Club. Yeah. So I did whatever it takes. To go and get the 2 Comma Club. And if I didn't hit, then I will use another year to really do my best to go and hit that award, you see. But I know that is a kind of a goal post that I've set for myself, and that is where I want to go, you see.
I love it. I love people with vision. You know, having that vision, right, also gives you that energy, right? Because every day you wake up, you know where you want to go. Super, super important.
Yeah, so in my bedroom, right, I actually have a whiteboard. I have this huge gigantic whiteboard, and then in the whiteboard I'll actually write down my goals, my set, what I want to achieve in the future. Question to the viewers now is, do you have a whiteboard in your room or in your house? Because that is a thing that when you wake up you will see every day. So at that point of time when I wake up, my whiteboard is right in front of me. I set my goals, I want to hit this, I want to hit that. Then one powerful quote that I heard, Jonathan, this will make your hair stand now. First, it happens in the mind, then the reality.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
That is one of my most mind-blowing quote, man. It must first happen in your mind, then you become a reality. The problem right now is most people don't make it happen in their mind. The first thing, what do people say? Let's say in the property investment journey, because I'm an enthusiast in property investment, a lot of times I hear people say it is not possible. To do e-com not possible lah. To do business not possible lah. I'm an employee. Then the thing is that when you form this kind of thoughts in your mind, then what's the next thing?
Yeah,
it's impossible.
Barrier.
It's impossible already, lor. You will never be the fastest runner. You will never be the fastest swimmer. You will never hit the goals that you want. Yeah.
What your mind can conceive, then you can achieve. I think I really like the quote that you share. Super.
Definitely, man. I am a huge believer of this concept. And for those that don't believe, then I feel sorry lah. Because like that you are always limited by what you set in your mind.
Awesome. So, like during this 2 Comma Club journey, right? Can you share some of your biggest learning lessons with our audience here today?
So, in regards to the 2 Comma Club,
yeah, like your journey of your growth.
My journey of my growth. It's very funny. I think the journey of my growth is to meet interesting people along the way. So when you are doing business or whatsoever, you get to meet a lot of friends along the way. Yeah. Like Jonathan, I get to meet you. I get to meet many mentors along the way, and it's a very, very fun journey. Some people say that entrepreneurship is a lonely journey, but to me, I like to think otherwise. I like to think that entrepreneurship is a lonely journey if you choose it to be lonely.
Okay.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be lonely at the top. Why does it have to be lonely at the top when you can choose it to be a fulfilling journey that will help you to use that business as a medium to spread impact across many people? So this is something that I learned. I learned that you don't have to always follow what is the tradition that has been set. Like, entrepreneurship is a lonely journey, so you got to make it lonely. Money is the root of all evil, so money is all evil. These are the things that people have said last time. Yeah. And why then we can come, now I come in now, then I can say entrepreneurship is not a lonely journey. Then now I got a new group of followers. So you see, sometimes we shouldn't always follow what the majority people think. Entrepreneurship is a learning journey lah. Don't go in there, stick to your job lah, So that's the thing, is that like I said again, is when throughout my journey I learned that to stay with your own thoughts, to follow your conviction. Once you feel that you really are confident in doing something that you want, go through all the way. And the most important thing is have mentors that have been there, done that,
yes,
guide you to the right path. Because sometimes when you are you're convicted, I mean, you have your own conviction, right? They will set you on the right path. Yeah, so that's like for start of the year, I only have 2, last year, November, I only have 2 manpower. Now I have 7 manpower because of my mentor.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So that is the difference that you can see when you have mentors along the way to guide you, because they've been there, done that, and they can shortcut your time.
Wow. So what is your next milestone after hitting these 2 Comma Club? What is your next big milestone?
So for me, the next big milestone is I want to do content that will impact people all over the world. Yeah. Because I feel that it's my responsibility as a how do I put it, someone with the knowledge of how to create videos, to use the platform that I'm given to help out more people in this world.
Awesome.
That is really my big ambitious dream. Yeah. Awesome.
And recently I noticed that one of your video went viral, right?
Yes, correct. One of my videos went viral.
Positivity and all that. So can you share with us how it feels like to see your video went viral?
Okay, so maybe for a start, some audience don't know what is the video that went viral. So are the viewers here from Singapore, or are they?
We have a mixture lah. We have global audience as well, but most of them are Singaporeans.
Understand. So just share with you guys, Singaporeans or Malaysian, I think also know, in Singapore there has been this case by the name of Dave lah. He recently got into this racist thing, and I actually did interview him, cover him a video. So I just want to share with you guys what was the results lah. So over here, as you can see, we managed to get about 500,000, as you can see here, 543,000 in just 3 days lah. And it's all organic lah. So as a paid marketer, I went with something that is more organic. And as you can see here, let me see. Sorry, it's a bit technical, but we got about 800. My message got spread to 855,000 people in just 3 days time.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And I think that coming from a paid marketer, because I've spent hundreds of thousands in ads, right?
Yeah.
To be able to do organic is a different feeling.
Wow.
It's different feeling because people are sharing it with their heart to advocate your message. So to me, that means a lot to me. Yeah. And I think it has been crazy.
So a lot of people, when they talk about like building organic content, right? Most of the time, the first few organic content usually won't go viral. You know, how long does it take for you to find your first breakthrough? And because a lot of people, they always feel very discouraged. Yeah, my content don't go viral. And what advice or would you give to this group of people?
I started my journey back in creating videos back in 2017. It took me about 1 year to create a video that went viral in 2018. That video got about 2 million views.
Wow, 2 million.
So maybe I can share with the community.
What's the video about?
Yeah, I think I always have this passion to spread the message. Besides being a marketer, that's why I'm doing this. I feel that there is a kind of like a moral obligation for me to help more people. Those sounds a bit too very ambitious kind of thought lah. But it's true, you know. It's something that it is something that I always like lah. So as you can see here, right, I just share with you a video. As you can see here, I reached about 7.1 million people.
Wow.
Yeah, 7.1 million people. Yeah. So we got about 5.2 million organic reach. I did boost a bit I did spend a bit of money to boost so that it gets to more people for a start. So it acts as a spring. But nowadays, I don't even use any boost. It is full organic. Like for here, there's zero paid. It's 855,000 is all organic because I want to just use organic content now. I don't even want to pay a single cent for advertisement. I want to see how powerful can the message be and how can we share and get people to share the message out without spending money on ads. So for those people who want to do organic, it is possible, but you need to spend your time to find out what people want. Yeah, because sometimes we use ads, we can just put it in front of people, but organic is a different strategy. What do people really want to hear? Yeah, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, so on and so forth.
Wow, so that's the secret for organic content. Okay.
And also to find out, I think one tip that I'll give to the viewers is find out what the platform wants. Because 90% of those that watch my video don't come from my followers or shares.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yes, sorry, I think 70%, 20% comes from share. Can I share something interesting for the viewers who may be a bit more technical? Just something fast that I think will be extremely useful. So this is my backend now. As you can see here, this is my backend. So I just want to share with you what is my insights and how did I get this video to be viral, for example. So as you can see, right, I got about 180 times higher distribution than my other posts. So as you can see, Facebook has this new algorithm. It's called recommendations. So 72% comes from people that don't watch my video at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and only 0.3% comes from my followers. And how do we do it is you got to do content that is so relevant that people will share. There is no shortcut lah.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So how often you actually run your content now? Do you like do it like daily, or do you like really spend time to build one super solid content and launch it out?
So Jordan, it's very funny. You guess when did I start? Okay, I stopped about 1 year. You guess when did I start posting video content? And before this video got viral, you guess how long ago I started?
Last year, maybe last June.
So I stopped for 1 year. I started 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and that's your first video?
That's my third video.
Third video?
Yeah, I haven't been posting for a long time. But that's my third video that I post that got viral.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, I never post for a long time, and this is my third video that I post. So
like hitting the bullseye.
Yeah, hitting the bullseye. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's luck. because I put in the effort to go and find the subject. So it's not luck, but it's hard work and knowing what to do. Yeah.
So how long does it take for you to pull out a content like this? When you discover like a topic that is trending, how long, you know, does it take for you to assemble everything and pull out a good...
So I did a video yesterday and that took me 2 hours. But some of the videos I can take up to 1 day. But now I have video editors to help me to edit as well.
Okay, guys. So it's definitely possible. Right, look at Lenney. He took about like 1 day, right? He's able to actually assemble everything and went viral, right? So
yeah, 2 hours also. I did 2 hours, so it's definitely possible.
Yeah, definitely possible. So can you also share with us like your journey, right? How did you get your first client? You know.
Okay. Very interesting.
About your first client, right? Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting. So my first client was actually through an ad. Through an ad. Okay, so this when I first started out, right, I had no money really. I'm a broke ass kid. My bank account, I only left about 5K in my DBS account. Okay. Yeah, and then here's the thing, is when you run advertisement or you start the business for first time, you put $200 also painful, I tell you. Yeah. You put $300 also painful, especially when you don't see the money coming back. Wow, you feel why I waste my money to spend on this? It's really amplified on it. It's like you just don't feel the rewards coming back, you see. And for me, I just took a leap of faith. That time is really leap of faith because you can spend up to $500 and that's 10% of my bank savings onto something that wouldn't work. Yeah. Then, if I have an objection in my mindset back then, right, I wouldn't be here today. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I tell myself, you know what, let's do it. So I paid for it and I got my appointment to this guy. Then this guy actually came down and I was in a very nice apartment setup thanks to my mentor. And then from there on, right, I met him and that's how I did my first high ticket sale. I just tell him what I have. Then after that, I asked him a few questions. Then I managed to. Then he said this thing. Then I tell him, "Will you be okay to proceed?" Then inside my mind, I remember my mentor laughed at me and said that, you won't get the sale." That's the thing that he said. Laugh at me, a small young boy, how can you get a sale? At that time, I was 21. Wow. Before I tell you the answer, what the guy said to me, there was my first prospect came to me. He called me a joke. I wore this oversized blazer in the office in a very dark corner of the room, and I pitched to him a $500 product. And he just screenshot. He take his phone, he like that screenshot. Then I tell him, "What's your decision?" Then he replied me, "Why do I have to decide now? I won't decide now. This is something that I consider." Then I sort of like, because as a newbie, you don't know what to do. I say, "No, you have to decide now." Like that's a newbie doing a job. Then after that, he angrily walked off and he said that I'm not experienced, so on and so forth. So that's the first time where you feel very down. You try your best, but you still can't get a sale. Then the third lead, which is the prospect that I spoke to, that was the third prospect that I met, right? Then I was thinking, this guy confirm say no. Then suddenly he said yes. Let's proceed. So how do you feel? My God, I tell you, the feeling of first time doing a high ticket sale is mind blowing. I tell you, oh my God, I still remember the moment. Wow. That was the day that my life changed because of the confidence. Yeah, the moment you are able to close a high ticket, the moment your capacity is being stretched, right? It's very hard to go back again. That feeling is totally very different. Until today, right, my revenue, that's the revenue, okay? Revenue for my business, right? Only except for 1 month I went for holiday. Revenue for my business, ever since that day I did a high ticket sales at 3,000, has always been at 5 figure. Because of that first closure. Wow, amazing. Yeah, so it's really, really amazing that this happened. So you have this unorthodox method, right? For your digital marketing framework. So can you share with our audience what is this method about? Yeah, so unorthodox is basically being, as you can see here, unorthodox marketing is to stand out and to be different from the rest. So a lot of times I tell people is how I filter for my clients is if you are just someone down the street, then don't bother coming to look for me because you're just normal. You should find out how you can refine your product. So we really take our time to filter for clients that we can work for.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important. And I give you one example is that one of my chiropractor client, what's his slogan? He says that 90% of chiropractic method don't work.
Wow.
I do different things from other chiropractic. I use exercise-based method. So can you see that's the kind of client that I attract? Yeah. And he said that I won't what's it called? I won't overcharge you. Transparent, all my fees are on my website. So you won't get overcharged and you no longer need to rely on chiropractic adjustment. You just need to come for 12 weeks and your pain is gone.
Wow.
So that's an example of unorthodox. You are different from the rest. You do things differently and you get the results different from the rest. So my kind of motto is if you do things like the 90%, you get a 90% result. But you do things like 10%, you get a 10% result. Which is why I'm doing content, because my content obviously is different from the rest.
Yeah.
And it's unorthodox as well. So that's how this name kind of come about, and it's a very different and unique name. That's why I only attract very different and unique clients to me as well. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I also noticed that you are actually the marketer, right, behind all the very, very big names, right? So I'm just curious, right? How did you, like, from acquiring your first customer to actually becoming the digital marketer behind so many of the big names? How did that transition really happen?
So one of my clients that I used to serve was CapitaLand. Yeah. I used to help them out for their advertising of their residents, like homestay residents. I did for them. So for CapitaLand, how I managed to got them is very funny. It's through a news feature that I have.
News feature, wow.
So the CapitaLand marketing manager saw my news feature and then decided to contact me to try out because I do things differently from the rest. Unorthodox, yeah. So nice. That's how I managed to get the contract with them. I work my way up and eventually the story is interesting and that's why they feature me and I got the contract. Wow. Can you see how it works?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Can you see how it works? So like for anyone who's starting out, it's like the biggest myth is that I'm only serving small business owner. I'm only serving consumers. I'm not serving big brands. That's the biggest myth. By serving this small group of people or consumers, right, is your first ground or first base that you should work on first. Yeah, before definitely. You work with big brands. And working in big brands is not glamorous one. Some big brands, their payment can be as long as 1 year, and there are a lot of red tapes when it comes to working corporate. Yeah, definitely. So if you have big brand, doesn't mean your revenue is sky high. But with consumers, your revenue can be sky high, and if you can have a life that is happy and good, that's okay. So ask yourself, when you want a big brand name, right? Is it for yourself, your true self, or is it for the ego? Yeah. Because after getting CapitaLand, I also it's normal. I mean, like life goes on. You see, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So the last question, right? I would like to ask, right? What advice would you give to your younger self, or even like young entrepreneurs that are starting out?
So I would say that for young people that are starting out, let's say today if there's someone who is 18 years old that come to me, right, and ask what would they do, I would say that really take the time to explore what they enjoy and what they want to create. I think that's very important. It's because a lot of people in the society is very shaped to the tradition and norms that have been set by the society itself. Not that it's a bad thing, but like I said, if you follow what the 90% of the people does, you won't get what the 10% result people have. You know what I mean? You will just always get 90% result, which is not wrong. Being an employee is not wrong. Going to school is not wrong. Having a degree is not wrong. I always tell people, don't say that degree is a bad thing. Degree is not a bad thing, and people will say that are not a good advocate. It's a good thing because different people have different lives. You know what I mean? If you're happy being an employee, that's good for you. But if you want to do something different, then you got to step up, but you got to take the risk up. Because right now in my position, I work more than anyone else. I work on Saturday, I work on Sundays.
Yeah.
But I enjoy doing it. I enjoy this.
Very important.
And it's not for everyone, you see. So what I'll tell for young people is really find out what you want to pursue, and spend time researching it. Spend time finding out how that can be a path for you, how that can be different for you, and be willing to take risks at that age, because our ability to take risks in our 20s is much higher than ability to take risks in our 30s, than in our 40s, than in our 50s, and in our 60s. Because when I go for seminar courses, especially investment course, let's say for real estate course that I do, right? The first, let me ask you, Jonathan, what do you think you will see in a room of people who are 50 years old?
What would I see?
Yeah. I can share with you. I see a lot of regrets. I hear a lot of regrets that they are not able to enjoy life as they could in their early days. So we all only have one life, not YOLO lah. Okay, we only have one life. Why not make the full use of our life and go out there and really enjoy to our fullest, maximum potential. Just do what we can, do what we love, while being able to earn the income that we want. And that to me is the most, what's it called? Best version of financial freedom.
Yeah.
It is not having millions of dollars and sit down there and do nothing, but being able to enjoy this with our loved ones, being able to enjoy this with the people that we like, able to spend time to ourselves. I think that is the best version of financial freedom.
My goodness, Lenny, you don't sound like 24 years old.
Thanks, bro.
Awesome. I think that today you really share a lot of golden nuggets, right, to our audience.
I hope that helps. Yeah.
I think most of us we learn a lot from you, and we are so proud of you, right, for the achievements, right, that you are.
Thanks. Yeah.
At 24 years old, that's crazy. So for those of you that really want to follow Lenney, I will actually put the link below. All right. So for those of you that want to connect with Lenney or even like follow some of his content, all right. So I'll put the link below, and you guys can actually follow Lenney and give him your biggest support. All right. So,
thank you so much.
Right. So for those of you that like videos like this every day, right, we'll be launching new videos like this, or even interviews, right, to actually help you to grow and scale your e-commerce business. For those of you that like videos like this, do consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell. All right. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you, Lenney. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.